what a boring day. My God. At the point of this recording, we got a little news, but what a boring day.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
All right, let's go through some things. All right, we'll go through some things. We do have some updates on the whole Lauri Markannen situation, but it's been fairly quiet. If you've been on Twitter at all, it's been a church mouse. All right, so before we take a look at the news, real quick, if you guys could, man, go support the second channel. I do appreciate all of the love nonetheless. Already over 3K. We're at 3,140-ish people. So I really do appreciate all the love that you guys have shown. And just jump over there, man. Hopefully you like the content. I know that sometimes the content over here can get a little repetitive, you know. I mean it's fun. I think it's kind of comfort. It's a comfort zone, but it can be a little repetitive with the live stream type format that we have going over here. So I just thought we'll open it up a little bit, and I have a second channel that does more edited, scripted content. So when I have a specific argument, I can kind of structure it in a way that is pretty digestible. And we have so many videos that we do on the daily when it comes to this channel till I just wanted to open up a little bit. So if you guys want to go support that, please do. Link below in the description and in the comments. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it. So first and foremost, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Golden State Warriors just made a deal, not for Lauri Markannen, but they did just get Buddy Hield, and it had a few people speculating on whether or not they are going to go after Lauri Markannen. Some people are saying that it's off the table for him. Fans are hopeful that it's not. So it's all over the place. I don't really have a definitive source or any report that says they will or will not. But we do have this from the Warriors on NBCS. It says there's reportedly a 10% chance that the Jazz will trade Lauri Markannen. Don't know how you came up with 10%, but whatever. I mean, we kind of knew that it was going to be a low percentage regardless, because the Jazz said they didn't want to trade him, but they're listening. I don't know. I think they might be pretty prideful with this one. It could be a potential that he does not be moved at all. But moving on, we also have Bill Simmons here that had an opinion on this whole situation when it pertains to the San Antonio Spurs specifically. So let's listen to what he has to say here.
And then San Antonio would be the other one, because they could offer Zach Collins or Devontae Graham and a bunch of picks. They could end up potentially, if they really wanted to go nuts, try to get DeRozan too, and end up with Wemby, Markanen, Chris Paul, DeRozan, Castle, Devin Vassell, Sohan, Ty Jones, Trey Jones. Geez, I'm old. Trey Jones and Keldon Johnson. But, you know, you could do a sign and trade with DeRozan. The Spurs could say, fuck it. We have Wemby. There's no way we're going to be a bottom 5 team with Wemby anyway. We have a bunch of picks from other teams. Let's just try to be good. They have so many picks that they could probably put together the best package for Markanen. I like the combo of him and Wembanyama. I don't know. I would think about it if I was the Spurs. As you know, I'm on the record. I don't like being in the middle. But if you have Wembanyama and the history of having like these transformative guys, is it always happens much faster than you think. It happened with Luka, happened with LeBron. It just, you're speeding up the timetable for when you're going to be relevant. And maybe it's time, if they feel like they have all these excess picks, grab Markanen now. You can pay them. Maybe do a descending extension where it's the most money the first year and it starts coming down. You got to think about it. And then that's really it. I can't really think of another team that makes sense for him. So
there you go. So Bill Simmons is on record saying, yeah, basically what he's saying is Spurs make the most sense, right? Like, I mean, obviously, I do feel like we would have the best deal here. Even with the DeMar DeRozan stuff, it's been put. I don't know if I mentioned this. It's been put out that he does want a multi-year deal. I'm pretty sure I said that on the other one. I don't think the Spurs would offer him that. If the Spurs are involved at all with DeMar DeRozan, it's probably a sign and trade. But like I said, you could do a sign and trade, get some extra picks if you can, or one extra pick, and then you send that over to the Jazz, right? You're not really losing anything. But I don't know, but I completely disagree with him. Where like the Spurs could, I mean, yeah, we could do all of that, but I don't think we should just throw out our picks willy nilly. And also with the whole Trae Young situation, I'm pretty sure the Spurs are going to try to just hold on to their 2025. With the addition of CP3 and Stephon Castle, I don't really see a reason to go after Trae Young at this point or this state, and his value will only decrease. As the next season goes on, if he's frustrated and he's like, hey, I want to go to San Antonio, which he's already said he has, but it's just going to get worse and worse to the point where you could get a better and better deal. So maybe the Spurs just weigh that one out if that's even a possibility. But I don't really care. I told you guys this. I'm 50-50 on that whole situation. So, all right, let's dive into the last bit of news here. So this is from Fisher. He says the Kings, to my knowledge, earlier this week were close to a deal. I do think that based off of conversations I've had, I can't say more than that, but there were calls made to people around the NBA that would have indicated the talks have been legitimate there. So we don't know what's going to go on there, but what we do know is, yeah, the Kings were close to a deal, and there hasn't been anything indicating that the Spurs were close to a deal. So, yeah, there's that. And it says Golden State didn't remain stagnant when working through a deal for Markannen, reportedly acquiring proven sharpshooter Buddy Hield in a sign and trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. So, yeah. So, guys, I don't know. We'll have to just sit back, wait, see what happens. But as it stands right now, nothing pertaining to the San Antonio Spurs, unfortunately. But those are the updates. If you guys have any information, anything that you've seen, you can tag me on Twitter, obviously. I am hoping that something happens before I leave, because on Friday I'm actually going to be leaving and going back to visit family. So I'll have some videos up, but if we have some breaking news, it might be pretty unfortunate that I can't get to it over the weekend. So you guys just let me know, if anything pops off, but I will try my best to hang in there until I have to leave. I'll hang in there for any potential news. But once again, guys, please go subscribe to Spurs Invasion, link below in the description. Thank you guys so much for the love that you've shown me, and I want to give that love back, and I'm going to be working really tirelessly on this channel. I'll give it to you guys later. Till next time. Bye.